Giovanna is a special agent that is the definition of beautiful, swift, but deadly, and Guilty Gear Strive. In this video, we're going to cover Giovanna's Archetype, key normals and specials, and the general game plan to get you on your way to playing Giovanna in Guilty Gear Strive Season 2. So buckle up, noobs, we got a lot of ground to cover. So to kickstart, let's take a look at her archetype. So now essentially Giovanna would classify as a rushdown character in most instances, but we're going to add a subclass to that. That subclass, my fellow noobs, is the speedster class. Giovanna excels at putting pressure on her opponents with her speedy step dash and quick attacks. Her step dash allows her to get in and out of positions that other characters cannot actually get into. Giovanna also has solid ways of opening up her opponents while on the offensive. And lastly, she plays the core of Guilty Gear Strive, known as the strike throw game, extremely well. Next up, we're going to take a look at Giovanna's key normals. And to kickstart our key normals, we have Giovanna's standing punch, or 5P. This is Giovanna's quickest button at 4 frames. This move is at its best when used at the close ranges, making it great for approaching your opponents to start offense. 5P is also great on defense for interrupting your opponent's offense as well. Be sure to complement this move with her 6P, which we'll be getting into later on in her normals. Next up, we have standing kick, or 5K. This is yet another quick attack in Giovanna's arsenal, and it is easily one of Giovanna's strongest normals on approaches with her dash. This move actually has the luxury of being not only jump cancelable, dash cancelable, it can also be chained into her 6P or 4+ punch to help extend pressure and combos. Next up, we have her crouching kick, or 2K. This is Giovanna's quickest low option. Unlike every other character in Guilty Gear Strive, Giovanna cannot actually combo into her sweep without a counter hit. Once again, you'll have to chain into her 6P to really take advantage of this normal. And next up, we have Far Slash. Far Slash is yet another one of Giovanna's greatest approach tools. This move hits 3 times and makes it a very easy choice when you want to start your pressure. It also has the luxury of being very easy to hit confirm into other normals such as standing heavy slash for a quick combo. Next up, we have Close Slash. Close Slash is Giovanna's strongest up close attack as it leaves her at +3 frames of advantage, making it a strong tool in delayed offensive strings against her opponents. It also has the benefit of being jump cancelable and dash cancelable as well. This is definitely your go-to move when you get up close and personal, noobs. So next up on our list, we have Standing Heavy Slash. This move serves great as a whiff punishment tool for long recovery attacks. Additionally, on counter hit, it does grant Giovanna combos as well. So as you can see, Standing Heavy Slash is a great complement to your game, so be sure to learn how to use this normal. And next up, we have the Guilty Gear Strive special 4+ punch, or 6P. This is her main command normal you'll be stringing into more often than not for your pressure. This is also your go-to anti-air in most cases. And as with every 6P in the game, this is your go-to counter poke for your mid crush in neutral. And lastly on our list, we have Jumping H. This is your go-to jumping attack on both regular jumps and air dash approaches. It's got great reach and is fairly easy to use. Additionally, it allows Giovanna to either start pressure or combo with the greatest of ease, so you'll be using this one a lot, noobs. Now that we've covered her key normals, let's get into her special moves. Sepultura. This is Giovanna's all-purpose Swiss Army knife special move. I mean, this move literally does it all. Sepultura makes Giovanna's 2K, or crouching K, stronger as this move provides her the knockdown where everyone else would use sweep. Also, this works great in delayed strings as it provides a launch on counter hit, offering Giovanna, you guessed it, noobs, a combo. Learning how to use this move is very essential to Giovanna's general game plan. Next up is Travao. This is Giovanna's advancing drill kick. This moves Giovanna at +4 frames on block, allowing her to put pressure on her opponents. This move can pass through projectiles, making it a great option to counter zoning characters. However, be mindful it is not the fastest move, so use this move with caution. Next up, we have Sol Nascente. This is Giovanna's strongest anti-air option and is a great alternative to her 6P or 4+ punch. On normal hit, it simply knocks back, allowing Giovanna to close the distance between her and her opponent. And on counter hit, it launches high enough to combo the opponent. Sol Nascente is definitely a move you want to familiarize yourself with because its rewards are worth the mastery. And last up on our specials, Sol Puente. This is Giovanna's flip kick that can also be done in the air as well. This move serves Giovanna well for quite a few reasons. For starters, it's an overhead. Additionally, it crushes lows. And lastly, you can control the distance traveled by holding back or forward, allowing it to cross up and hit overhead, giving it two great properties all in one special move. Now, while all this does sound great, be sure to use the directional control to keep yourself safe, as this move is negative on block. Now let's take a look at Giovanna's overdrives. Ventania is Giovanna's go-to invincible super. It's great for ending combos at the wall for big damage and or just cashing out your combos in general. For Giovanna's second and last overdrive is Tempestade. Tempestade is great for calling out your opponent's anti-air options such as 6P. Additionally, this move is safe on block and is great for forcing your way back in on your opponents from the air. And lastly, this move also serves as another point of utility for cashing out your damage, as it's great for ending your air combos. Now, before we jump into the game plan, there's something we need to take a look at first, my fellow noobs, and that is her meter boost passive mechanic.
Here comes Daredevil.
When Giovanna's tension gauge is filled at minimum 50%, she gains a few stat buffs. At 50% tension, she deals 5% more damage, she receives a defensive buff that reduces damage taken, and her normals begin dealing 12% more chip damage. At 100% tension, all of her buffs are essentially doubled, and most notably, her defensive buff improves her damage taken to the likes of Potemkin. The buffs will also remain if you consume tension to use her overdrives, meaning the damage buff remains until the overdrive that is used is complete. All of this makes Giovanna a speedy tank when you're utilizing her passive. Now that we've covered meter boost, let's talk about Giovanna's neutral game. Giovanna's neutral is going to require you to get into the mid to close ranges, and the way you're going to get there, my fellow noobs, is by utilizing your step dash to close the distance. Giovanna's normals combined with her step dash momentum make her punishes and approaches more dynamic. Once you get into strike range, you'll be approaching with standing K, crouching K, and standing H. You can chain your step dashes to close the distance, making all these options that much more potent in your gameplay. Now that we've covered her neutral game, let's take a look at her pressure game. Once you've gotten into the close ranges, Giovanna's pressure begins to shine due to her close slash. As mentioned previously, this move is +3 frames on block, in which she can work the strike throw game, which is the core of Guilty Gear Strive's offensive gameplay. But we can add more to this due to Giovanna's options from her close slash. Walk up throw to break their defense, delayed crouching slash to counter hit them for trying to interrupt your pressure, string into standing dust for a quick overhead if you think that they'll continue blocking low for the crouching slash, or walk up for another close slash to start the whole thing over again once you've conditioned them. Now, all these options do come with risk, and it requires you as a player to decide what is the best course of action based on your opponents. So, you know, kind of get crafty with it, my fellow noobs. As for Giovanna's corner game, once you successfully cornered your opponents with your pressure game, Giovanna becomes that much more of a menace in this position. Her pressure game remains intact at the corner, but now her throw becomes one of the most scariest throws in the game. And this is due to her throw bait punishes and damage potential with her step dashes. Post throw, Giovanna gets an auto-timed reversal safe setup, or what's known as a safe jump, by doing the following. Once you successfully thrown your opponent, off the ground hit, or OTG for short, close slash, jump cancel, air dash forward into jumping heavy slash. Then proceed to hold down back to block. If your opponent blocks your jumping heavy slash, you can react and continue your pressure. If your opponent gets hit, you can also react and proceed to combo them. Now, should they reversal, you can safely block the reversal due to your normal missing them during their invincibility frames. This will now allow you to punish them afterwards. This will definitely take some practice, so be sure to spend some time, as this setup is very essential to your corner game as Giovanna. In conclusion, Giovanna is the baseline for the speedster characters in Guilty Gear Strive. With her speedy step dash mobility, cohesive kit, and strong strike throw game, Giovanna is a great character for new players looking for a speedster. If you're looking for a solid speedy character, Giovanna might just be for you in Guilty Gear Strive Season 2. Thank you for watching, and if you enjoy content like this, please be sure to leave a like and let me know in the comments below. Catch you around, noobs.